Hello, this is Neha Sharma, the author of Take Charge of Your Life, especially in difficult times. This is the book reading session by author, and in this video, I will be reading the first chapter, the inspirational story from this book. So, let me start. If you don't know much about my book, let me first tell you that this book is a life transforming book which is divided into 16 chapters. The first part of every chapter will be the inspirational story from my own personal real life experiences, and they are very interesting. You will come to know in this story itself. And after the story, I have taken out the lessons learned in the form of key takeaways, and I've connected those key takeaways with the story so that you can understand better. And when you learn from the story and implement in your own life, then the third part of every chapter will be the introspection time, in which I will be asking you to ask yourself right question better. And when you understand yourself better and bring changes in your life by implementing, by doing the tasks which are given in the introspection time, you will find that by the end of this book your way of looking at your life will completely change. And with that positive mindset, you will be able to reach your goal with less friction. So, without wasting more time, let me first start reading the first chapter. The first chapter is just before the beginning because it's all about my life. So, let's start. December 1984, Bhopal gas tragedy. Considered as world's worst industrial disaster, thousands of people died and caused permanent injuries to lakhs of people residing in Bhopal. A pregnant lady was reciting Sundarkand daily to elude the misfortune. Her belief system and dedication to save her loved ones by surrendering to the superpower did something to the tiny little fellow who was the part of her body then and the mobile piece of her heart out of her body now. With so much chaos and insecurities all around, everyone near the location were frightened and agitated. This lady was neither a doctor or social activist nor a police or soldier. Then how can she save her family? She just knew one thing, that surrendering to God with full faith will never disappoint her. She was not ready to leave Hanumanji's feet to save her family. She programmed her mind in such a way that this poisonous gas would have no side effect on her family if she is connected to the superpower in her own way. Miracles happen to those who believe. Gas could not harm her family and friends. You may call it coincidence, I call it her faith and persistence. Take charge of yourself and your family, especially in difficult times of life, was engraved in the core belief system of the baby yet to see the world. Few months flashback, no plans of baby as she was already 40. No symptoms of pregnancy for a few months, worked tirelessly on Diwali, and did all physical activities that a pregnant woman shouldn't. When she came to know about pregnancy, she was worried because of her age and little ashamed as her sister's daughter, her niece, was also, who was like her own daughter, was also due before her. But the baby had to come whatsoever be the situation. Her niece became mom in January. Little sheepish in front of her son-in-law, eyes down, with hesitation, she covered her protruding belly with shawl. Friends and family mocked at her as that was 1985, when becoming a grandmom at 40 was normal. But mommy at 40 was out of question. Anyways, her Sundarkand saved the baby and she carried a healthy little champ. 1st April early morning, a chubby cheek was born. Nobody was ready to congratulate, as they thought that the news is a prank they played to fool everyone. After all, it was All Fool's Day. At the first sight of this beautiful little princess, her father danced with the feeling of exultant joy and pride. Her brother, who was none less than a father, 15 years elder to her, took her in arms with a feeling of responsibility and care. This 15-year-old boy, an all-rounder, used to take her mom to hospital for sonography and other monthly checkups to the gynecologist clinic. This divine soul, whose first cry sounded like April Fool to everyone, chose her arrival date on the planet as one special odd day, which no one can ever forget. The baby, with strong will to experience the world, by hiding in the tummy without the notice for months, so that nobody can stop her from coming. The baby, engraved with strong sense of responsibility by her mom's action during gas tragedy. The sweet little girl who brought immense luck, prosperity and abundance to the family is none other than the author of this book. I bet none of my readers will ever forget my birthday henceforth. The moment someone plays a prank on you on April Fool Day, you will remember it's Neha's birthday today. So this was the end of the first chapter. We will be having the key takeaways and the introspection time at the end of the chapter. So I think you liked the story, you were engaged in listening to the story, and I hope that you will love the whole book, all the stories here. So I think this was a good experience for you. I hope that my book can bring change in your life. For now, signing off. Thank you so much.